Hi, welcome to Fusion Storm. Today I'm going to be giving you a brief overview on conversion rate optimization and how conversion rate optimization can be improved with the use of AI. And we're just going to start off as a basic overview. So firstly, we're just going to say that AI content can lead to more conversions on your website if it's used effectively. And effectively is the number one keyword there, and it's something that has to be done properly. So websites basically can bleed revenue if the message isn't clear and if the copy isn't well structured. And when I say that, what I mean is if you're driving traffic from multiple different sources to your website, then you're looking to obviously either get new clients or get leads or sell products or sell services. And if you're doing that and you're finding that a lot of the people that are landing on your website are bouncing off without buying anything, without completing a form or becoming a lead, then you could have problems with your copy on your website. And it can sometimes be easy to make an impact on that. And so it's definitely worth looking at it and spending a bit of time looking at what you can do to improve things. So what is CRO? So CRO means conversion rate optimization, and it's really looking to improve the conversion rate on your website. And it can be broken up into multiple different elements, but effectively you can look at it as an overall figure, or you can break it down into multiple different variations of the website and try and understand it in a bit more detail. So when customers or traffic lands on your website, visitors come along, if they're interested, they go along the funnel, and then they're going to, at the end of the funnel, either buy your product or service, or they're going to leave. And obviously what you're trying to do is create as many customers as possible from the traffic that's landing, or the visitors that are landing on your website. So I'm going to say that traffic is easy, conversion is difficult. And what I might mean by that is if you've got the revenue to spend on ads, for example, or if you've got the revenue to spend on a good SEO campaign, then you can drive that traffic. However, if you're not able to convert traffic, or you're potentially just converting lower than what you want to be, then that can be a much more difficult problem to solve, and it's something that you really need to look at, and there can be multiple different things that can cause it. So CRO really is optimizing the funnel, or optimizing the journey, or however you want to look at it, however you look at your customer as they land on your website. Now I'm going to give you a few examples here of copy that was actually generated by AI literally 5 minutes ago. So I've literally just went into AI and got it to write some copy, so I can give you an example of what that might look like for you. Now, we've broken this up into 3 different types of copy to make it a bit more specific, and I like doing that personally because effectively being able to measure the impact of copy is the most important thing. So as much segmentation as possible is a really good thing, because it allows you to break down that data to understand it a bit more and getting a better idea of exactly what the impact is. So for example, this one is value driven conversion, and the headline, which is double your leads without doubling your ad spend, and that's something that might be attractive to someone who's, for example, landing on our website, who has got a website that's generating traffic but it's not actually getting enough customers. And so the CTA for that, which is a call to action, which is basically could be on the button, for example, and it's something that the customer or the user is going to see before they click on the call to action, is get my free funnel audit. So what we've done there, what not AI's done there, is they've made a headline which is pretty clear as to exactly what you're getting by clicking on it, and then right below it in the CTA again is very clear. Now actually what you'll find, and what we've found looking at data over the years, is that this is really the most important part. Okay, the CTA really is very important, because if you've got a really good CTA, you can really make a good impact on your conversion rate, even more so than what you might on the headline. And that's probably complete opposite of what most people think, but it's something that we've seen a lot. Next thing is pain driven conversion. Now pain driven conversion would be struggling to convert traffic, let AI fix it. Now what we're basically doing there, as you can see, is very simple, it's very straightforward as to what that's suggesting. CTA for that is fix my funnel now. So it's a really direct CTA. It's saying click on here and let's see what we can do for you. And then the next one, we've got urgency, or FOMO, so fear of missing out. And your competitors are already using AI to convert better, and a CTA for that could be don't get left behind. So you see the impact there. What you're really doing is you're creating an emotion in someone, and that emotion is designed to try and get them to take action, and it's that emotion that's really important. Now, how does all this add up? Okay, so there's multiple different ways that you can use this. So what you can do effectively is look at different copy and call to actions that you currently have on your website, and look at optimizing them, and look at how much of an impact changing that copy can make. And another way you can do it is by doing things like experimentation and running testing. So a basic, what will give you an idea, would be an A/B test. So for example, if you've got, for example, if you've got the headline here and on this page, so what you might do is say, this is number one, this is number two. We'll say that this is the control. So this is, let's say this is what was originally there. So this is your control copy, this is your variant copy. And in your control, we're going to split the traffic 50-50. So 50% of the traffic is going to go over here, 50% is going to go over there. And basically you've got your CTA there, your call to action. And then what we're going to do is we're going to measure, might choose a metric like CTR, which is your click-through rate. So we might look at how much impact it makes. And what we're going to try and figure out is, if by implementing this option over this option, does it make a positive impact? And what you might find is that by updating the copy to this, you might see a 2 or 3% increase in conversion rate, which if you're generating a significant amount of volume on your website, that can increase your overall revenue or your revenue or your number of leads or sales quite considerably just by making small adjustments. And the way it really works, and really the goal is to look at these things ongoing. So you're constantly looking for different things that you can implement and improve, and everything adds up, and it's just experimentation. Some companies are literally running hundreds of A/B tests at one time and making small changes throughout their website on an ongoing basis to improve that conversion rate. And it can make a significant impact to your business once you get it right. So having a real experimentation mindset and understanding, the benefit of using AI to create copy can be really fundamental. And obviously, it's much better if you can get a professional to do it, because what you don't want to do is waste a lot of time, go around in circles with this, and potentially create a negative impact or not do your segmentation correctly, and what looks like it's been successful is not. So really take time to map these things out and try and understand the data as much as possible, and really try and use AI as much as you can to get an idea of how conversion rate can be improved on your website by implementing these basic strategies.